When you're doing a show, the people that you work and play with become like family. And we didn't want this evening to go by without mentioning some of our MPA family who have passed on. There may be others in addition to the ones we mentioned tonight, and of course they're also included in our thoughts. You personally may not have known all of these people, or any of them, but each of them has been a part of our family, and one of them may have touched your life. Jim Sepulveda, Eston Skeers, Mary Church, Charles Stone Jr., Larry Jaffa, Bob Todd, Terry Jordan, Robert Magnus, Greg Sarté, Mike Souza, Richard Tierce, Dirk Billich, Betty Joyce Campbell, Marty Galeazzi, and David Sorensen. This is not done to bring sorrow, but to celebrate the lives of those very special people.
Must have been cold there in my shadow. Never a sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine that your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory. You were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you've ever been beneath my Thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
Well, as my friend Otto Coelho said, let's celebrate. And I must say that I'm honored to be here tonight with these two beautiful and talented women and all these people here that have been a part of our lives forever. Isn't it wonderful? Well, when all is said and done, and when the lines are learned and the harmonies are set, it's up to the choreographer to bring it to life in a manner that excites the eye. We'd like to thank the people without whom none of the following would have been possible. Not being able to hit your high C because you're straddling someone's back at the end of a number, doing cartwheels mid-refrain, tottering near catastrophe at the end of the pit, or, as I'm sure some of you remember, if you're Mark Siciliani, actually falling into the pit.
In the 70s, Mr. Tischer first allowed someone else to choreograph an occasional number, Melanie Wyatt. Tonight, you can see Melanie's brilliant work throughout our show. As the years went by, he began bringing in guest choreographers. Beverly Payne of the Central Valley Dance Company, Suzanne Neal, Chris Corby Samuel, and Mick Thompson. In recent years, the organization has been lucky to be blessed with the remarkable talents of Debbie Bilson Holtzclaw.
But many memories from youth theater are of Mr. Tischer's scissors cross schlepp-de-doo. The three stomps. The infamous chicken step. And, of course, the grand finale, the right, left, hoopla! All kidding aside, Mr. Tischer has provided the community with some of the most exciting and visually interesting shows the area has ever seen. Speaking for all of us who have danced on this very stage, it was one of the best times of our lives.
I'd like to take the time to mention someone who couldn't be here this evening and wanted to more than you can imagine. Roy Stevens first joined Modesto Youth Theater in 1970 as a child in Oliver, and 16 shows later, he left Modesto and began a career in opera. Today, Roy performs in operas the world over, and tonight is singing Wagner in Vienna. Roy sent a letter describing his memories of Modesto Youth Theater, and we'd like to read an excerpt. What I appreciate most about MYT was that it taught me to sing loudly, which has served me well in my career. MYT has also provided inspiration to me in the form of Terry James, who was always just an inch taller, a bit louder, could turn slightly a better cartwheel, but not much, and could always hit just a note higher than me. So I always had something to strive for, and it made me work even harder. I will always be grateful for my days in Modesto Youth Theater.
During the next several years, the organization continued the tradition of hiring guest artists. Evelyn De La Rosa and Alan Gilbert in Most Happy Fella, Eric Buck Townsend in Man of La Mancha, and the children. Modesto Performing Arts has always made sure there was a children's chorus in many of their productions. And of course, children are great audience pleasers. And the children, there are generations of children in Modesto who learned everything they know about show business and have gone on from performing on this stage, including the Workhouse Boys in Oliver, the Von Trapp children in Sound of Music, and the orphans in Annie.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow, you're only a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow,
I remember the way our sainted mother would sit and croon us her lullaby.
She'd say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rule book.
You stack the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear, oh, we know you're down there listening. How can we follow your sweet advice? Easy street, easy street, where you sleep till noon. Yeah. Through empty to easy street, better get there soon.
Like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small
of snow may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow may you bloom and grow
how ya think about your freedoms in the state of mind. Freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom is how ya think about your freedoms in the state of mind. You can't get your freedom by riding on a train.
The only way to freedom is ride on free, on free.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Freedom is a notion sweeping the nation. Freedom is a right of all mankind. Freedom is a body's imagination. Freedom's in the state of mind. Freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom is a notion sweeping the nation. Freedom is a body's imagination. Freedom is a full-time occupation. Freedom's in the state of mind.
I've grown accustomed to her face. She almost makes the day begin. I've gotten used to hear her say good morning every day. Her joys, her woes, her highs, her lows are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I'm very grateful she's a woman and so easy to forget. Rather like a habit one can always break. And yet I've grown accustomed to the trace of something in the air. Accustomed to her face.
Load above, gay man and all of iron. Something could do his job and never share. The load above, gay man and all of iron. A little bit of luck with a little bit of luck. Someone else will do the thing with. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck you'll never work. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming luck. They're always throwing goodness at you. But with a little bit of luck a man can die. A gentle sex was made for man to marry, to tend his needs and see his food is full. A gentle sex was made for man to marry. With a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, you can have it all and go and get on. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, you won't get home. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming luck.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. any second she may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
I know a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart, you must find it with your heart. Never, never land. It might be miles beyond the moon or right there where you stand. Just have an open mind and then suddenly you'll find never, never land. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never, never grow old. And that's my place where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever and ever, forever and ever, in never, never land.
I hope I get it. How many people does he mean? God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls, how many boys, how many? Look at all the people. Look at all the people. How many people does he mean? How many boys, how many girls, how many people does he? God, I need this job. I've got to get this
How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to this distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. You could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams. Helpless now I stand with him, watching older dreams grow dim.
a musical requires a team effort, and so many of the team are not out on stage to receive the glory. Our appreciation goes to the spotlight operators, the lighting technicians, the crew on the fly rail, the orchestra, the house staff, and especially the stage managers who put it all together.
For every one of us who was singing our hearts out on the stage, there was one of you back there handing us a prop, putting a hat on our head, telling us to be quiet. If it hadn't been for you, the shows would have been a catastrophe because we wouldn't have known what the heck we were doing.
To all of the crews and the musicians who have worked so hard on MYT and MPA shows, you should know that every time we take a curtain call, the applause is not just for us, but also for you.
Good evening. My name is Ron Faria, and I played Tony in The Boyfriend when I was 12. The very first, some of my friends are out there. The very first play that Modesto Youth Theater did. And now I'd like you to meet MYT's, two of MYT's oldest.
All right, one oldest will do.
Oh, come on, Michael. Tell us how old you are, really. The truth.
Somewhere between 30 and Paul.
Michael, the script says between 40 and Paul.
That's a typo.
For many of us, this was more than a youth theater. This was our family. And I would like to say, in behalf of all the alumni, we are so proud of every production we ever put up here. And if this core players are any indication of the talent coming up through the ranks, we have a bright future in store for us.
For 25 years, this organization has brought great excitement to this community, the same kind of excitement that Harold Hill brought to River City in the hit musical, The Music Man.
76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos of any famous band.
76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind.
There were copper-bottom timpani and horse platoon, thundering, thundering all along the way. Euphonium and big bassoon, each bassoon having its big hat say.
There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters would improvise a full octave higher than the score. 76 trombones led the parade, and the order to march rang out loud and clear. Putting out with a big bang bonfire, Chinese gong by a big bang bomber at the rear. 76 trombones take the counterpoint, while 110 cornets play the air. Then I modestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I caught up and down the square.
Thundering, thundering, louder than before. Thundering, euphoniums and big bassoons. Each bassoon having a big that say. 50 mounted cannon in the battery. Thundering, thundering, louder than before.
Clarinets of every size and trumpeters would improvise a full octave higher than the score. 76 trombones led the big parade, when the order to march rang out loud and clear. Putting out with a big bang bomb on Chinese gong, cry a big bang bomber in the rear. 76 trombones hit the counterpoint, while 110 cornets played the air. And I honestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I caught
It's true. It's true. The ground has made it clear. The climate must be perfect all the year. The law was made a distant moon ago here. July and August cannot be too hot. And there's a legal limit to the snow here in Camelot. The winter is within till December, and exit March the 2nd on the dot. By order, summer lingers to September in Camelot. Camelot, Camelot, I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but in Camelot, Camelot, that's how conditions are. The rain may never fall till after sundown. By 8 the morning fog must disappear. In short, there's simply not a more congenial spot for a happily ever after than here in Camelot.
Could it be in springtime, knowing how in spring I'm bewitched by your song? Oh no, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave your
White dress,
pretend I'm home getting dressed for a date. I take a comb, I comb my hair. I take a flower, smell it, and put it in my lapel. Then I spot the audience. Once my clothes were shabby, tailors called me cabby. So I took a vow, said this fumble, Bebo Brummel. Now I'm smooth and snappy, now my tailor's happy. I'm the cat's meow, my wardrobe is a wow. Parasil, Harris tweed, there's only one thing I need. Got my tweed breast, got my vest, all I need. Now is the girl who's got my stripe tie, got my hopes, I got the time and the place, I've got the rhythm. Now all I need is the girl to go with me. If she'll just appear, we'll take this big town for a whirl. And if she'll say, my darling, I'm yours, I'll throw away my striped tie and my best breast. All I really need is the girl. All I really need is the girl.
Some people can get a thrill knitting sweaters and sitting still. That's okay for some people who don't know they're alive. Some people can thrive and bloom, living life in a living room. That's peachy for some people of 105. But all
moving down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, aye-yo, yeah, we're only saying, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Bless your beautiful hide, wherever you may be. We ain't met yet, but I'm willing to bet you're the gal for me. Bless your beautiful hide, you're just as good as lost. I don't know your name, but I'm mistaken a claim, lest your eyes is crossed. Oh, I'd swap my gun and I'd swap my mule, but whoever took it would be one big fool. And pay your way through cooking school, if then you would say I do. Bless your beautiful hide, prepare to bend your knee, and take that vow, 'cause I'm telling you now, you're the gal for me.
Let baby's home sleep night to the dawn. Good night, baby. Good night, Milkman's on his way. Sleep tight, baby. Sleep tight. Let's call it a day. Listen to the lullaby. Oh, Broadway. Come on along. Sleep tight, oh my baby, sleep tight. Let's call it a day. Listen to the lullaby. That grandpa's lullaby. Come along and listen to the lullaby. Come along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway. What do you go for? You'll see a show for.
You go to see a beautiful day.
We love those beautiful days. You spend your dough for bouquets that grow for.
A sweet and cunning, young and beautiful day.
Oh, days.
I'm young and healthy, and I've got charm.
Days. You don't recall their names, do you? Their knees in action. That's the attraction. Thank the stars for all those young and beautiful days. Thank the stars for those young and beautiful days.
Gone are my blues and gone are my fears. I've got great news to shout in your ears. The silver dollar has returned to the fold. With silver you can turn your dreams to gold. We're in the money. We're in the money. We got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money. The skies are sunny. Oh, bad depression, you are through. You've done us wrong. You'll never see a headline like a red line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money. Come on, the honey. Let's spend it, send it, rolling along. I got a flash for you out in the money. I got a lot of cash and the skies are sunny. Oh, that flash for you, what's up? You done us wrong, y'all, because you got a lot of what it takes to get along. Hold on, hold on, in the money. Hold on, in the money. I love to see it today, but it will take the world away. A kiss for luck and pass the buck. Give me lots of love. You'll never see a headline about a bread line today. And when we see that landlord, we can look that guy right in there. Oh, boy, we're in the money. I tell you, we're in the money. We got a lot of what it takes to get along. So if we are, how right you are. Let's spend it. Let's spend it. Let's spend it. Let's spend it. Let's let it roll along. Yeah. In the heart of little old New York, you'll find a thoroughfare. It's a part of little old New York that runs into Times Square. A crazy quilt that Wall Street Jack built. If you've got a little time to spare, I'd like to take you there. Come and meet those dancing feet on the avenue.
Good evening. I'm Terry James. What is truly, thank you. I tell you, what has truly made tonight exciting for me has been sharing this stage with these enormously talented young performers. Aren't they incredible? I've been very fortunate to have had the opportunity to stand on a lot of stages, but only one stage is really home. Tonight has not only been about going home or going back, but by mere virtue of these younger performers, we have glimpsed the future. 25 years ago, whether by genius of foresight or by just sheer luck, Mr. Tischer endowed this community with one of the most powerful and lasting contributors to the arts. In traveling, I found that Modesto and all that it has to offer through the arts is truly an exception. I was 10 years old when Mr. Tischer introduced me, as he has with countless others, to the magic of musical theater. Since then, it has been my life's work, and it's been my life's passion. Paul Tischer is to be treasured. He stands tall among those who have dedicated their lives to the student and to the artist, both young and old. This weekend has been about seeing old friends and making new ones. A chance to say thank you. Thank you to the families and the friends who have given their endless support, to parents who have sacrificed, yet have always encouraged. But when all else is said, it's simply thank you. To a man who has caused a laugh, sometimes a tear, has brought the wrath, and has brought the joy. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage the founder and director of the Modesto Youth Theater and the Modesto Performing Arts, Mr. Paul Tischer.
Thank you so much. I am overwhelmed, surprised, and humbled, and that doesn't happen very often. All week, every time I would come here for rehearsals for Chorus Line, it was, don't come in here, Mr. Tischer. You can't see this, Mr. Tischer. Don't look at this, Mr. Tischer. Get out of here, Mr. Tischer. But it was certainly well worth the surprise. When I asked Margaret and Robert to do this show several months ago, first thing I said is, I don't want an extravaganza. I want something very simple. I don't know what I would have gotten if I had asked for an extravaganza. On my way here tonight, I thought, you know, this is kind of like watching a final exam. I've had these kids, they're all kids, I don't care what their age is. Mike. It's all right, Mike. Take care of you later. But I thought I've had these people for 25 years, some of them for 28 years. Ron Faria was my first student when I started teaching in 1965. And seeing them on stage like this is just, I can't tell you the feeling I feel right now for all these wonderful, talented students. You know, a teacher is in a unique position Because we take students and we plant a seed. We hope that that seed will grow into something wonderful. Most teachers rarely ever get to see that result. And I consider myself very, very fortunate to see how these students have grown and have become the talents that they are. I thought as a teacher, they give out grades. So I'm going to give out some grades tonight. For effort, I'm talking about this show, an A. For artistic quality and showmanship, an A. For keeping the auditorium clean during rehearsals, a C. For technical production, an A. For keeping Mr. Tischer's sanity during the last 7 days, a D. For keeping secrets, an A. And for staying within the budget, an incomplete. And by the mysterious ways that teachers average out grades, and with the approval of this audience, I'm going to give them an A+. There are a great many people to thank. Many of them have already been thanked tonight. I'd like to personally thank Candy and Ernie in the orchestra. All this music was orchestrated. None of it was, as far as I understand, was bought, and that is an endless job, a tiring job. To Kevin Ugar on lights, to Troy and Norm on sound, to Karen, my longtime stage manager. I know she's over there somewhere. And finally, to two of the most talented people I've ever known. To Robert Ulrich, who helped put together this show, one of the finest people I know. He is also a new father, four-week-old, approximately four-week-old baby boy, John Cooper, who I understand from his doting grandmother is already practicing his vocal lessons. And I expect that within the month he will be tap dancing the Morse code. To Margaret, also a great big thank you. She has spent the last month here doing this show, putting it together. She has spent, I think, at least a year trying to get a hold of all these people, contacting them. I think she has enough material to write a book on this show. Margaret also is a newlywed. She got married, went on the honeymoon, and left for Modesto to do this show. Robert and Margaret, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this wonderful, wonderful show. There have been a lot of people who have helped through these 25 years, and one person that I would like to single out, and I hope he's here. When we first began this in 1968, it was part of the school system. And there was an educator who had the foresight, I hope, to see what this was going to turn out. And I would personally like to thank our former superintendent of schools, Dr. Bert Corona, for all his help in getting this started. Dr. Corona, are you here by any chance? Thank you. I don't think without his help this would have happened. I'd also like to thank 3 wonderful women who have backed this all the time. Maureen Hall, who incidentally will be having her own reunion next year with her Mothers of Note. Betty Bell Smith, Modesto's grandmother. And Joy Ulrich. When I'm depressed, I don't know how Joy does it, but she comes and she talks to me and she gets me back up where it should be. And I just want to say, Joy, I don't know what I'd do without you, because you have been such an inspiration to me. And I want you to know that. I want to thank the Board of Educations, the City Council, supervisors, all the people that have been my designers, my main designer, Noble Denzi, who is now, couldn't be here tonight, he's the main designer for Sacramento Music Circus. He's done some of our wonderful sets. My costume designers, all my tech crew, my choreographers, and especially I would like to give thanks to Debbie Holtzclaw, who has done just a sensational job in choreographing our shows. And Debbie's so easy to work with because unfortunately, this is her last season. See you later, Deb. Deb is very cooperative. When she choreographs a number and I tell Deb, no, Deb, those 4 lines cannot be in a diagonal, they have to be in a straight line, she's very cooperative and she does exactly what I ask her to do. And so that's a big help. I would like also to thank all the people who donate to MPA. As you know, ticket sales alone does not cover the cost of production. And your donations, your help, your contributions are so important to MPA. And I want to thank you all very, very much for that. I don't suppose any comments from me tonight would be incomplete without a few comments about our local Modesto Bee drama critic, whose neck I would dearly love to have throttled on a number of occasions. But I have to say that Leo has been very supportive of this organization, as he is of all the arts. And while I don't always agree with everything that he says, I do appreciate his support and the support of the Modesto Bee. And finally, I'd like to thank my very, very dear friend, Dennis Clark, for being not only a good friend, but a superb musical director who shares, I believe, my opinion that our children, our young people, are to be treasured. They are so valuable. Dennis, I can never really express my love for everything that you have done with me for MPA, and I thank you very much. And to all the kids, I can't even begin to thank you for your talent, your dedication, the time that you spend on these productions. I tell these students sometimes during rehearsals that the ability to make an audience laugh, the ability to make an audience feel good about itself is a very unique quality. And to be able to do that takes a very special person. And these people are all very, very special. And I just want all of you to know from the bottom of my heart that I love you all very, very much. I don't think this is very good for the contact lenses. I was just thinking, I don't think we're going to call this a final exam. I think we'll call it a midterm. We'll all come back in 25 years for the final. Thank you very much.
We know it's been a long evening. We've got a little bit more planned, but we didn't know Mr. Tischer was going to talk so long.
Forever.
So if you'll all please bear with us, we've got a lot more exciting things to come.
Well, a number of the performers that you've seen on this stage throughout the past 25 years have made their careers as show business professionals. Modesto Youth Theater and the Modesto Performing Arts, the alumni are now everywhere, working as directors, designers, technicians, singers, dancers, and actors, working in television, film, Broadway, off-Broadway, regional theaters, and opera companies. Modesto Performing Arts and the entire Modesto community can be extremely proud of these show business professionals.
Even those MPA alumni who haven't gone into show business have taken some of the things they learned here and applied them to their own lives. Working on shows, cast and crew members learn self-discipline, self-confidence, and teamwork. And so many of our group have used these qualities in their own careers and to the betterment of the communities in which they live.
Perhaps the organization's greatest source of pride comes from those individuals who fell in love with theater and music, but instead of pursuing the glory of the spotlight, chose to stay here in the Modesto area as teachers. Teachers of general subjects, teachers of drama, music, and dance. These very gifted people have taken what they've learned here and are giving it back to the community.
And so we celebrate this reunion, a reunion of truly talented artists who have moved on from their beginnings here on this stage.
We celebrate their accomplishments and feel great pride in the work they have done the world over and here in Modesto.
And above all, we celebrate this reunion of good, good friends.
I'd feel this way, and I'm glad to say that I've got the chance to say I love you. To never go away, while they close your eyes and try to feel the way we do today. And then if you can remember,
Keep shining, no.
That's what friends are for. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for.
Keep shining, keep smiling, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for.
In good times, in bad times,
I'll be on your side forevermore.
that's what friends are for.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? You got to lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. You got to I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just want someone to love. Could it be anybody? I just want someone to love. I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'll try my best. What would you do if I did? Would you lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, you got I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. But then that day last fall, I had some friends, but they're gone. Something came and took them away, and from the dusk to the dawn. Here is what I'll say, standing at the end of the road, boy, waiting for my new friends to come. I don't care if I'm hungry or freezing cold. I gotta get me some. Oh, you've got to get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Standing at the end of a real long road, and I'm waiting for my new friends to come. I don't care if I'm hungry or freezing cold. I gotta get me some. You got to have friends. You got to get Thank you for being a friend, Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend,
When you're down in trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right.
Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night.
You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. See you again.
since I can remember, I wanted to be in show business, and Modesto Youth Theater helped me realize that dream. The first Modesto Youth Theater show I saw was Oliver, and as a 14-year-old sitting in the auditorium watching Jennifer Davis's heart-wrenching performance of Nancy, I knew then that I wanted to affect people that way. I joined Modesto Youth Theater 20 years ago, and we became a family. Tonight, on this stage, you see us looking a bit older, some of us looking a little different, but it's nice to know that like a family, distance can separate us, but time cannot. And when I look into these faces, I see the same kids that I knew and I loved when I was 17.
Hey, old friend, what do you say? Old friend, are you okay? Old friend, are we or are we unique? Time goes by, everything else keeps changing. You and I, we get continued next week. Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made, and in a pinch sure they'll do.
Looking to the future and 25 more.
The cowboys, the wrestlers, the tumblers, the clowns,
The roustabouts that move the show at dawn.
your baggage with the labels pasted on.
The towels you've taken from the last hotel.
We are the world. We are the children. That's what this has been like. Hundreds of people singing one damn line from a song.
Now, Greg, there are no small parts, only small actors. It's the teamwork that's really important. That's all right. There's no show,
Everything about it is appealing. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are feeling that extra
again until we get it right.
To this